All right, congratulations. You guys made it through mindset. Um, Basically, we're going to jump right into the meat and potatoes at this point. I'm not going to, build out a 15-hour, 20-hour course for you guys. I don't think it's necessary. And quite frankly, I'm going to just jump right in um, through this training and explain to you guys exactly what you need to know to get started as quickly as possible. So, this segment is going to be around creating the offer for the model that we run, and probably is personally what I think the best model to run right now. Okay, with this specific type of product. Okay, so creating the offer. Before I jump into the actual offer, I'm going to explain to you guys quickly how the lead gen industry worked. Okay, for those of you what don't know, that don't know what lead gen is. Basically, lead gen stands for lead generation. Business owners that are primarily in a sales focused, higher ticket industry always are buying leads. Okay. There are lead vendors like Zillow, realestate.com, Angie's List, Home Advisor. Those are the big boys. Okay. And then there are agencies, right? So there's the one off lead vendors, and then there's agencies. Agencies are typically higher tickets. So I'll explain to you how lead vendors worked. Lead vendors like Angie's List, Home Advisor, Zillow, Realtor.com, they would basically have leads come into their ecosystem for people that want to purchase a home or need renovation services on their homes. All of that traffic would go to one of those vendors from their websites, right? And then they would have business owners on the back end that would say, hey, we want leads for roofs. We want leads for people that want to purchase a home. We want leads for people that want to get a mortgage. We want leads for people that need a new kitchen or bath. Okay, no problem, we'll provide you with those leads. Sometimes, most of the time, how they worked was they would run their own ads. So let's say, and we're going to use this as an example, this would run their own ads, generate leads basically at cost. Okay, and then take that lead and flip it to a business owner for a 4, 5, 6x marked up cost. So if the lead costs to generate, if the lead costs, let's say $20 to generate, let's say they flip it for 5x, they flip it for, $100 to a business owner, let's say a roofer, right? But what they would also do typically is sell that lead to 5 other roofers in the same area. Okay. So that one lead costs them $20 to generate. They mark it up to 5x for $100 and then sell it to 5 other people. So something that costs them $20 to generate, they're making $500 off of, you know. So that is how most of these lead vendors had operated. And you see I have asterisk here, worked. Lead gen agencies, okay? If you go to a more boutique style agency, how that worked was it would be a higher ticket, $6,000, $8,000, $9,000 a month with a 3-month contract, 6-month contract, whatever. And they would basically say, hey, our package is, $6,000 a month. That includes your ad spend. And we'll, generate you X amount of leads or X amount of appointments every month. Okay. Same thing though. They would have their own brands as an agency that they would run ads, under that one main brand, generate leads at wholesale cost, and then sell those leads off. Not even sell because it's part of your package. Disperse those leads out, to multiple of their clients in the same area. Why I have asterisk here worked. This is no longer working, and where the opportunity lies specifically with this SaaS model and the offer I'm going to explain to you in just a second. In December 13th, 2023, the FCC came out with a ruling that basically said you can no longer sell leads that aren't with a one-to-one consent. Okay, so let me explain what that means. Let's say I need a new roof and I'm going to go to Home Advisor, right? Because Home Advisor is the biggest person, the biggest, let's say, search engine for the home improvement industry. I'm going to go on their website. I'm going to submit my details that I'm looking for a new kitchen. Okay. I consented to basically give Home Advisor my details. I did not consent to have Home Advisor give my lead or my contact details to 7 other, 12 other, 18 other contractors in my area, right? So the one-to-one consent basically shook up the entire lead generation industry because it broke the business model that all of these guys have built their models around. Has to now be everything one-to-one. So as a business owner, if I'm looking to generate leads for my, let's say, contracting business, and I want to run ads, and that, I hire an agency, that agency can no longer run the ads under their main brand, right? They have to run the ads for my brand. And if leads get generated, they have to be consenting to be reached out by specifically my brand. Okay. So what is the offer that we are currently using and that I suggest you guys use? Again, do whatever you want. I'm just telling you what's kind of working for us and what we've built our SaaS around. This is the offer. Generate your own leads at wholesale costs. Okay. Within these trainings, we're going to show you how to build the model around business owners coming into a software without having to hire an agency, without having to go buy one-off leads from vendors at now an even higher cost. Okay. It basically allowing them to generate their own leads at wholesale cost, at the cost that it would cost me as an agency to generate, at the cost it would cost, a lead vendor to generate. Business owners are now going to be able to generate their own leads, right, at wholesale cost, at the cost that everybody else in the industry is going to be generating them at. Okay. They don't have to pay for high ticket agencies anymore. They don't have to go to, non-exclusive lead vendors that generate leads and give it to, 12 other contractors or, real estate agents, whatever. Paying high ticket agencies $6,000, $8,000, $9,000 a month for ad spend, with ad spend included. But out of that ad spend, let's say it's, $6,000, the agency only spends $1,000 of it, pockets the other 5,000. And that's why they have to put them in contract, right? Not a good business model. It burns. It's not sustainable, and it's actually illegal now. So why do I see this working? Like I said, you no longer have to go out and charge a customer or a business owner higher ticket fees, which means you have more sales, which means you have better churn. Churn is basically how often, how long people are sticking around with you. Your churn is better. Your revenue is, well, not your revenue, your margins are much better. And you can basically have more users to stack up your monthly recurring revenue. Where is the opportunity? Well, what I just said, December 13th, 2023, there was a ruling that came out by the FCC that basically does not allow for lead gen to be conducted in a one-to-many manner anymore. Has to be one-to-one. So as the SaaS owner, right, as the software owner that, let's say, charges $297 a month for the same product and the same service, right, that a high ticket agency was charging $6,000 a month for, and the business owner can now generate their own exclusive leads at wholesale cost, is where the opportunity lies. I'm assuming you guys can see where I'm going with this now, right? So this is why I personally believe, right, whenever, business, not business, technology kind of develops, you always start at a high, amount, right? When websites just rolled around, everybody was charging $8,000, $9,000, $12,000 for a new website. Then Wix came around, shook up the industry. You can get a website for, $99 a year now. This is kind of the same thing that's happening specifically with lead gen. Most business owners that are locally based are always going to pay for leads, right? They always need leads, new sales, right? So this is kind of like, and again, I'm just kind of explaining my thought process on this, but becoming the Wix, right? Becoming the Wix of the lead gen industry. Imagine being the Wix, of the lead gen industry. That's what's most attractive to me. I want thousands of users using my software and constantly using it to generate their own leads, right? Okay. We'll see you guys in the next one.